Where is she?
Do you like having the baby with Bella?
For some reason, the look on your face looks like you're really asking something else.
And she has no idea what you're saying.
No, I do. I really like babies, embarrassingly, for a guy. Why not? Embarrassing. I do really like them. And I like doing scenes with them, too. But it was really fun. It was kind of, especially in this series as well, you kind of, you're playing this statuesque guy most of the time. As soon as you have a baby, no one can be hard anymore. They can't contain their emotions, which is what Edward's been doing the entire time. You have a little baby in your head, so it's kind of, it makes everything more human, inevitably. And also, babies just in terms of acting with it, they just do their own thing. And so you kind of, it's more fun to just, you're basically improvising as soon as you have a baby in your hand. Which is, it's really fun. I loved it.
Thank you. Next question?
My question is for Taylor. Did you like playing the character in Abduction more than the character in the Twilight Saga?
Why is that so funny?
I honestly, I wouldn't be able to choose. I mean, like I was saying earlier, they're such different characters. I mean, it's just the great thing is I was able to go from playing Jacob, who I really love, to playing another character that I was able to explore, who's also really interesting. But I would not be able to choose. That's a good question. You put me in a tough spot here, especially with everyone in this room.
I'm going to jump in for a second, and I'd like to ask a question to the newest members of the table here. We'll start with Ashley and work our way to Julia. And I just would like to you guys talk a little bit about the growth of your characters through the course of the film, and what was it like, to portray that and have an opportunity to portray that, I guess.
For me, it was, it's always been really fun playing Alice. You get to go to work every day and just be super perky and happy all the time. But the nice part with Alice, I think, is that, there was, throughout the course of the whole saga, there were opportunities to see her really defend her family and to see, see Alice at her peak and at her height. She's planning a wedding and she's elated and beyond herself. But then, kind of on the extreme opposite, you get to see her really fight for her family, and she got to go to kind of darker places that you haven't really seen her go to before.
It's my turn. Well, unlike Alice, Rosalie's not super happy and perky all the time. So it was nice to not play that for 5 minutes. It was nice to smile on set once or twice. I think this journey has been, watching Rosalie sort of unfold throughout the years, and working with Bill really closely, I think, to find, the comedy in this and the humor and some lighter moments for Rosalie was nice. And I sort of experienced an eclipse that the audience was laughing a lot of the time when I was on screen, which is actually amazing. And so we kind of went with that, and Bella and Rosalie get to have something really special in this and connect over, the love for this other thing, and it sort of it becomes greater than all the other little petty issues.
For me, I really enjoyed working with all the international vampires. I thought that was really fun. We had a full house at one point. And I think what I really enjoyed about Breaking Dawn was seeing Esme become more of the matriarch that I tend to be. She was a stronger version of the character than I think we've seen, and I found that to be more a more honest version of the character, in my opinion, because every mother that I've ever known they're like the fiercest person in the family, and so I found that was really fun and more challenging time for me to explore that, especially because everything was at stake for our characters, and we were in a much more vulnerable position as a family. So Esme really has to step up.
I think that Leah in Eclipse is just always very, very angry, and to say the least. And in Breaking Dawn, I think she kind of makes a decision. Part of growing up for her is deciding to do something that that makes her happy, that makes her care, like capable of caring again. And I think Jacob gives her that opportunity, and it like opens her heart. So all of a sudden, instead of being angry, there's a lot of feeling and passion and other things that she gets to experience. And for me, that was such a relief, first of all. And also, it was, you know, I kind of felt better about leaving her in that state than in Eclipse.
Thank you. All right, we'll go back to the questions here.
Hi everyone, question to Bill. I'm from Brazil, so I have to ask you that. Did you have the opportunity to watch Brazilian cinema while you were there? And I would like to ask you to say a few words about your interest in horror as a genre.
Sure.